guys, it's Leah. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my October bullet journal setup, and yeah, so that is what we're doing today. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and turn on the notifications so you get notified every time I post a video. And with that, let's get into the plan with me. Also, go follow my Instagram at Bujo by Leah. Alright, jumping straight into this month's theme. I don't know if you can tell by the glass jar, but this theme is mushrooms, and I'm super happy with how this theme actually turned out. It's very fall without being in your face with like leaves or pumpkins, and the color scheme is very fall colors with the reds, yellows, oranges, and some brown in there too. And the first thing I am doing for this cover page is just creating like a wreath around the center, and mostly the reason for this is to kind of resemble a little bit more of like a vine. And I'm just drawing all of the little mushrooms along with some leaves and vines coming out of the wreath too. And these mushrooms are super easy to draw. Some I have the bottom of the mushroom showing and some I don't. And if you have the bottom of the mushroom showing, the only difference is you add a little detail to show that the mushroom has a bottom. And I really love how simple these are to draw, and they're super cute too. And for the font this month, I went back to cursive. I just love having kind of a combination in my bullet journals. So this month I decided to go back with cursive, and then I also have a uppercase letter font that I use with the Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen. That is the pen I am using for the lettering. And then for the outlining, I'm using my Sakura Pigment Micron in the thickness 05. And then for all of the coloring in, I'm using my Crayola Super Tips for the red, orange, yellow, brown, and green. And I am starting to color everything in. For the colors, again, I chose a very light green color along with this darker red, a just kind of normal toned orange, a like brighter yellow, and then a muter brown, which I really love this color scheme. It is very fall-like, as I said earlier. And it's also all pretty much mushroom colors. I almost went with a fairy theme for this month with a mushroom as like a little house, but I decided to go with the mushrooms. And for this month, I did get inspiration from Lollipop Lettering. I will leave her link in the description. She's a super awesome bullet journal page that has some super cute themes that you should totally go check out. Right, onto the quote page. I didn't want to do some crazy quote this month, and I love whenever my dad always cooks mushrooms, he always jokes about how he's a fun guy, meaning that the mushroom is like a fungi and he's a fun guy. And so I decided to have a pretty cool mushroom saying, "I'm a really fun guy." I just think it's really funny. This is my humor. As you can see, I'm really funny. And I just have the big mushroom saying the quote with some little mushrooms on the little hills that I drew for a little bit more depth of this page. The big mushroom is colored red, and then the rest are just colored in the normal colors. And at the end, I didn't show this, but I added a little bit of a drop shadow to the mushroom to give it a little bit more dimension and to just kind of change it up. It looked a little plain to me, and I didn't want to color it in, so that's what I ended up doing. Alright, so moving on to the calendar. I really liked the layout last month with just the usual calendar spread, and I decided to do it again because it worked really well. So my spaces are 5 across and 4 down, So 5x4 squares. I think I've said this before, but that is the dimension of each square. And I just divide it into the 5 rows. This month has 31 days and doesn't have a 6th row added, which I really liked. And I just went in with the cursive again for the October header. And I did little cursive headers for the tops of the days, but I did that with a fine liner so they wouldn't be too big. And this is what I used my 2020 at a glance spread for, is looking to see what month it is, what the day starts on and everything, because in August I actually messed up the calendar super bad and didn't end up using it at all because it didn't actually end up being correct. So I always now triple check that my calendars are correct. But yeah, that's kind of the deal with this one, and I ended up messing up and having a green little section, but I really like how the green added a pop of brightness, and so the numbers are just in the corners with the little doodle color splotches. And then on top is just some more mushrooms because that is the theme. But I ended up really liking how this calendar spread turned out with all the little mushrooms going everywhere, and I think it's a super cute spread. One other thing I liked about this theme was that it was not just simple to draw, it was simple to color, and I didn't have to spend a lot of time on this, which is great because for school I don't have a ton of time to do my spreads, and so I wanted a pretty easy, simple theme that wasn't going to be that difficult. Now, here is my next page. It is for me, and it's my AP World History checklist. I'm in AP World History this year, and I really needed a page for me to check off all the stuff that I had due for different things. And it's kind of complicated, but this is the pretty much basic layout of it. And I'm going to fill it in later. It wasn't fancy because I didn't really want it to, be that way. So that's why that's there. And this is my weekly spread. Moving on, I have a few layouts that I've been rotating through, and I'm trying to add some more, and this is one of them. So this one I have, and it has all of my school stuff on one side and all of my personal events, mood, habit tracker, doodles on the other side. And what I like about this is it kind of divides school and personal stuff. And what I also like about this is that I have a lot of room to write down all of my assignments for each class, and it's pretty easy to write down everything that I need. And so on top, I just did the little header, school with little mushrooms. I just really love drawing all these mushrooms, and you can kind of customize them with different patterns, whether that be dots or stripes or no dots or no stripes or anything like that. And then what I ended up doing was using some of those colors to outline the boxes for a little bit more color. I love color. So this was really fun for me to do. And I'm not being precise with this because it doesn't need to be precise. And then on this side, I'm just outlining different boxes. This one is all my personal tasks I need to get done. These can be from a laundry to filming to chores. I just have a lot of stuff to do. On this side is my events bar that I love to have and doesn't normally get filled up, especially during this time. But I do like to have it because I do sometimes have things to get to. And as you might have noticed, I don't do any mood or habit trackers this month, and that is because I never use them. And so what I do is I do weekly habit and mood trackers, which is actually really nice and easy, and another good alternative if you don't find trackers interesting. I just added a few mushrooms, added the mood symbols, and then on the events bar, it did some color. Just coloring in the mushrooms, adding some green touches, green drop shadow, and then doing all the little mushroom doodles on the bottom. This is a super easy, quick, and effective weekly spread that I've been using and really liking. And I hope you guys like it too. If you do want more weekly spread videos on how I have different weekly spreads for school, definitely let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, again, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and turn on the notifications so you get notified every time I post a video. And with that, that is pretty much the finished weekly spread. Woohoo! This is the final flip through of October. I love this theme. It's super cute, and I just think the mushrooms are such a nice little fall theme without being super crazy. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next Sunday.